Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be my Dark Angels will be facing off against Milo's Tau in a 2,000-point contact lost Maelstrom mission here. Contact lost mission here. I apologize for my voice ahead of time. I caught a small case of the Warp Plague. Unless, of course, you like the sound of a raspy voice, in which case, you're welcome. So the story that we've got going on here is that after Perseus' defeat at Kaiserslauten IV, the Dark Angels traced the Tau to another planet that they were moving on after the missions there in the Riot 1 system were over, and decided to get some payback. So they sent in some heavy weapons and some heavy hitters to see if they could exact revenge against the Xenos curs. So that's the story that we've got going on here. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that will be facing each other. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading that detachment is an Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor. We have a 5-man scout squad with bolt pistols and close combat weapons. We have a 5-man scout squad with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. We have a second mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have a 4-man Ravenwing Black Knight squadron. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons inside a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have another 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons inside a Rhino as a dedicated transport. And last but not least, we have a 3-tank Predator squadron with las cannon sponsons and twin-link las cannons. And for the Tau, he'll be running a Hunter cadre, an optimized stealth cadre, and a drone network. Leading the Hunter cadre, we have a commander with Iridium battlesuit, twin-link burst cannon, and a shield drone. We have 3 strike teams of fire warriors, 1 with 10, 2 with 5 men each, and then a missile pod on the 10-man squad. We have a 7-man squad of Pathfinders. We have a 3-man broadside squad with twin-linked high-yield missile pods, twin-linked smart missile pods, 2 missile drones, and 2 shield drones. We have a Riptide with twin-link smart missiles, ion accelerator, and 2 shielded missile drones. And last in the Hunter cadre, we have a Storm Surge with shield generator and pulse driver cannon. Then for the optimized stealth cadre, we have a Ghost Keel with cyclic ion raker, twin-link fusion blaster, and 2 stealth drones. We have 2 3-man stealth suit squads with 1 fusion blaster and 2 burst cannons in each. And last but not least, we have the drone network with 4 4-man squads of marker light drones. So those are the 2 armies that we've got facing here. Go over deployment here. I've got my two Devastator squads and their rhinos are over here in these ruins. I've got one of my mortis pattern dreadnoughts up here. I've got my 3 Predator tanks here. I've got my 5-man scout sniper squad here. I got my other scouts infiltrated up here. I've got my other mortis pattern dreadnought over on this side. I've got my Black Knights up in this biz right here. And I got the Land Raider with my Warlord and my Black Knights inside there, or my Deathwing Knights inside there. So just to let you know, my Warlord trait that I got was actually the giving the rapid maneuvering from the Dark Angels. So it gives them +3 to their runs, flat outs, and charges, which is great. So that's Dark Angels deployment over here. Go over here. We've got the Ghost Keel for the Tau. We've got some Pathfinders in there. We got some broadsides. We've got one of the drone squads is inside there, and some fire warriors inside there. We've got the Storm Surge. We've got some more fire warriors, more drones, the commander. Then we have the Riptide, some more fire warriors, and some more drones. The drones just keep on coming. And up here we've got a scout squad, the stealth suit squad, and stealth suit squad. So that's the deployment that we've got going on here. The objectives are, objective 4 is actually right underneath there. I got objective 6 here. Objective number 2 is back in here. We've got objective 3 here. Objective 5 is here. and then objective 1 is right back over there. So that's the deployment we've got going on here. That's the situation that we've got going on here. So as of right now, Tau will be going first until the Dark Angels seize the initiative. Here it comes. The 6. Yes! I needed that so bad! I needed that so bad! Yeah! That's super awesome! Don't listen to that Tau guy. He's wrong. That doesn't suck. That is awesome. Alright. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn by Dark Angels here on turn 1. Woo! Alright, so the Dark Angels, I drew one of the Dark Angel cards, so my opponent can't see it, so I can't read it out loud, but you can read it right there. That's what I have to do here on turn 1. Alright. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 1. Alright, so movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys pivoted to look onto that thing right there. This guy shifted around so he doesn't have Skyfire. These guys shot through, passed their immobilization test. He actually failed one, but I gave them all dozer blades for the first time like ever, which is great, and he passed the second roll, which is fantastic. These guys stood still. These guys moved up 5 inches. This guy shifted around so he doesn't have Skyfire. This guy shot up 12. These guys followed up behind him. So that's the movement phase here for Dark Angels. So we're going to move on to the shooting phase, and we may as well just move right into it. So shooting phase, these guys are going to fire onto him. So I've got 6 shots, 3 of them 3 twin link shots, so 9 total. The black's going to be the twin linked. So hitting on 3s. Oh, that's cocked. Alright, that's a hit. Twin linked on these 2. Alright. So we've got this many hits. Toughness, what is it again? Toughness 6. So wounding on 2s. Re-rolling because of Monster Hunter. Alright, re-rolling because of Monster Hunter. Alright, so you've got 3, 6, 8. AP2. Alright, so you've got 8 4-up re-rollable saves coming up here. 4-up invul, re-roll. Oh man, that was pretty fantastic.
So 4, then feel no pains.
Oh, and then feel no pains. 4-up feel no pains?
Yep. 5.
5-up feel no pains. So it takes 3 wounds of his 8. Alright, so now he is going to fire onto the Storm Surge over there. So hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. 2. Yeah. Okay, neither of them. And then 5-up feel no pains. Neither. So he's down to 3. Woo! He is going to fire onto him. So I've got 2 twin link shots, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 4 ups. Made 1. Oh, made the other. Alright, the sniper squad here is going to fire onto him. So because he's a gargantuan monstrous creature, they wound on 6s instead of 4s with the sniper rule because they've got unstoppable, which is makes poison and sniper only wound on 6s. But they hit on 3s. Okay, not bad. So 4 hits. Wounding on 6s. Can I see 4 6s? Do it. Do it. Nothing. Alright. Alright, 2 bolter guys from the right squad, they're going to jump up and shoot onto his drones over there. So hitting on 6s because they move 12. Nothing. And then the storm bolter from that same rhino. Nothing. Alright, then the storm bolter from the second rhino. Nothing. Alright. Then the grav guys are going to jump out of here and fire into those guys. So they moved, so they were only salvo 3, and they're going to be snap firing because they moved 12. So hitting on 6s. That's cocked. 1, 2. So I've got 2. What's their armor? So 3, looking for 3s. Re-rolling because of grav amps. Alright, that's 2 wounds. AP2, so they've got...
3 up cover because there's stealth strat at the ending cover.
Stealth strat, no, that's 2 up cover. Because that would be 4 plus... Yeah, they've got 2 up cover saves. And they're good. Alright. So that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. I've got a couple guys that are going to run and flat out and what's nots. But that's boring to watch. So I did not get my card, as you saw. And I'm actually going to discard it for now. So I'm going to discard that card. So I will come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn 1. And Tau drew secure objective 4, which my Dreadnought is sitting right on top of. Alright, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Tau on turn 1. Alright, movement phase here for Tau. These guys shuffled around this way to get some look onto these guys. They all kind of stood where they were. He anchored down. These guys moved over this way. These guys all kind of stood where they were, and he moved up around this way. So that's it for the movement phase. Now we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here for Tau on turn 1. Alright, so 2 squads of the Marker Light drones are going to fire onto my tanks over here. So one of the squads there is with the commander. So he's got the drone controller, so he gives them, they're going to be hitting on 2s, which are going to be the white ones. The red ones are going to be hitting on 3s because they're ballistic skill 4 because of the drone squadron.
They're ballistic skill 4.
Yeah, ballistic skill 4 now, so hitting on 3s. Yeah, 3s and 2s. Okay, so we've got 5. So there's 5 marker lights onto my tanks. All right, I lied. I was completely mistaken. I was telling him the wrong thing when he knew the right thing. So the one that was a 3 was actually a miss because they're actually ballistic skill 2 base, and they just get +1, making them ballistic skill 3 as opposed to ballistic skill 4. I thought they became ballistic skill 4. All right, so moving on. All right, so he is going to be firing on them with his missiles. He took away all 4 marker lights to give himself ballistic skill 5. And to make the 2 missiles into D strength missiles. So this is going to be kind of brutal. So hitting on 2s, 2 hits. So do it one at a time. So because we got to close this. So result for the first one, 6. So that's 6 plus D6 hull points. So why don't you roll the effect on that one? Because it may just explode. Yep. It does explode. All right, we'll figure that one out. We'll come back to you. All right, so he exploded, but he didn't hit anyone else. So moving on to the second result is a 4. So that's a... Is it just D3?
Yeah.
All right, so roll another D3. Penetrating hit with D3. So 2. So it's going to take 2 hull points, and the penetrating result, it's AP... What is this? AP?
AP1.
It's AP1, so +2. 4, so it can't move, and it's going to be snap shooting. All right, cool. All right, so now he's going to shoot his giant ordnance here, strength 10, strength 10 AP2, ordnance 5, so that's a direct hit. So it's got 1 hit here. So strength 10, front armor 13. You need to throw, it's ordnance, so you roll 2 dice. So that's a pen. All right, so +1 to the pen result is a 5, weapon destroyed, but it's going to wreck him anyway. So he's a wreck. All right, so he's going to shoot his, what is it, cluster rockets into my sniper scouts here. So he has 46 shots. Oh, man. 12, 17, 18. So 18 shots, so we'll get those together. All right, so 18 shots here. Hitting on, he doesn't get the plus ballistic skill, right? So he's going to be hitting on 4s. Oof, that's a fair number of 3s there. Oh man, I'll take that. All right, strength 5, so wounding on 3s. So 4 wounds. They've got camo cloaks and they're in ruins there. So it becomes a 3-up cover save. 1 guy dies. All right. All right, now his smart missiles are going to go into this squad here. So hitting on 3s or 4s. So 1 hit, strength 5. So nope, no wound. They are twin linked. So here the other 3. Oh no, wait. That was 1. Oh yeah, the other 3. Sorry. So 4s. Nope, no, still, it wasn't meant to happen. All right, those drones, 4 marker light drones, are going to shoot onto him. So hitting on 4s, we got 1. And now the Pathfinders are going to fire onto him. They're actually going to use this to increase their ballistic skill, which is pretty smart there. So they're going to be hitting on 3s. Ooh. All right, so 3. All right, so the broadsides are going to fire onto my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought over here. He used all 3 of the marker lights. He used 2 to take away the cover save, and he used the other one to increase his ballistic skill. So these are the high yield missile pods that are going to be firing in first. They're going to be hitting on 3s because of the +1 ballistic skill, and twin linked. 3s twin linked. Oh man, that is brutal. Twin linked. Oh, brutal. So strength 7, looking for 5s to glance. Oh man, it is dead.
Yeah, that's no pens.
Yep. Do you want to see which one's? How many is that? Oh, but it's AP
AP
4, so it can't explode it. So that is it dead. Woo! All right, he is going to fire his fusion blaster into this. So hitting on a what is it? A 3 or a 2? 3. Hitting on a 3. So that's a hit. Fusion blaster is strength 8, right?
and I'm in range.
And you should be in melter range. So looking for 6 to glance. Oh, that's a pen. So +2 to the result. 7, it explodes. That is brutal. All right, how far does it explode? Do you want to roll to see that? 6 inches. All right, so we'll find out what happens here. So that's the result. A wound onto my warlord, and one of my bikers died. So yeah, brutal stuff. All right, so his fusion blaster dude there is going to fire into my rhino over here. So hitting on a 4 because he doesn't get the plus. Oh, that's a hit. That's in melter range. Looking for, yeah, that's a pen. +2 to the result. It explodes. Oh my god. You want to roll the distance? That doesn't make a difference. Nothing's going to be within. 'Cause he's more than 6 away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just out of 6 inches. So, bromp. All right, so that's the result, and they are pinned. Alrighty. 4 Margolites there are going to go into this tank over here, hitting on 4s. So that's 3 hits, so 3 Margolites on that. All right, so his Riptide's going to go there. He used all 3 Margolites. Yeah, so that's a direct hit. So that's going to hit 1 onto here, and then 2 of my guys over there. So here comes the ordnance shot. So he's going to go with the 6. Strength, what is it again? Sorry, that's going to be it's going to be a pen. We're just looking for the how much this is. Strength 9, AP2, so that's a pen. Do you want to roll the result there? So +1. No, it's going to be snap firing. All right, down 1 hull point and snap firing, and then strength 9, AP2. There's 2 hits on them. Oh, 1 guy dies. I'll bring this. All right, so now the smart missiles are going to fire into him here. So hitting on 2s, rolling to a 6 because he went up to ballistic skill 6.
They're twin linked anyway.
Oh, they're twin linked anyway. So okay, so that's 4 hits. You need 6s to glance with a strength 5, right? 2 glances. That's all it needed. Boom. That's a wreck. All right. So no explosions, just a wreck. All right, the Fire Warrior squad there is going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 4s. Oh man, 3 hits. What's the strength of the weapon?
Strength 5, AP5.
Strength 5, AP5, so wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds. My dice over here for some reason. Looking for 3 ups. They're good. All right, the Fire Warrior squad there is going to fire into these guys here. So hitting on 4s. Oh man, that's really good. All right, strength 5, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 7. 7. All right, so I've got 7 4 ups. That one's cocked. All right, so 1, 2, 3 die. So the turret that deployed back there because they didn't move is going to be firing into them. So strength 5, AP5. Hitting on 4s, so 2 hits. Looking for 3s. 2 wounds. 2 4 ups. Got 1 more dead. These guys are going to be firing into the last guy there. So we got burst cannons and the 1 fusion blaster. So needing 4s to hit. That's cocked. If you want to roll that. Oh nope, it's not. My bad. All right. So 2 plus that. Looking for, what's the strength of the fusion blasters?
The fusion blaster is strength 8, and then the burst cannons are strength 5.
Oh, burst cannon, strength 5. So that's 3 wounds. One of which is AP whatever. So I'm gonna get a cover save there, going through there. So a 5 up cover save. Nope, he's dead. All right, so that's actually going to be it for the turn. He's got a couple runs and a couple jetpack moves, but nothing of interest to a bat rep. So yeah, that's the end of Tau turn here on turn 1. A super brutal turn. So we'll come back to you with, he didn't get his cards, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, and I got Secure Objective 5, which is the one that was just recently vacated by my scout squad that got obliterated. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase. So movement phase, these guys moved up against them. These guys shot across this way looking to try to get over here to 5. he's dead. They stood still. He basically stood still, kept his range over there. This guy shuffled around, so he's not, so he doesn't have Skyfire. And these guys stood still. They're pinned, so they're gonna be snap firing. These guys aren't. So that's it for Dark Angels here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you with shooting phase. All right, so he is going to fire onto him. Black's gonna be the twin linked, hitting on 3s. All right, all hits, wounding on 2s. Oh, come on! 1, 4+. Nope, 5+. No, so he's down to 2. All right, so he is going to fire onto him. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. Both hits, wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds, 2 4-ups. No, 2 5-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! All right, these guys are going to fire onto the Storm Surge. Hitting on 3s. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wounding on a 6. Nope. Alright, this squad is gonna fire into the Riptide unit. The blacks and greens are gonna be the blah 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 grav cannons. And the red's gonna be the one bolter marine. They're gonna be hitting on 6s because they were pinned last turn. Oh, I got 1. Wounding on a average. What is the average armor save there? Because there's 3 of them now. Average armor save is 6. Looking for a 6, re-rolling because of grav amps. Oh, there we go. 6 AP2. So you gotta get some 4+ cover.
No, 4 armor save. Invul save on the drone.
Invul save, so 4 up. Oh, good. All right, this squad here is gonna fire into the Riptide unit. So blacks and greens are. Blacks are going to be hitting on 2s, greens are going to be hitting on 3s. Those are the grav cannon shots. The yellows are the 2 bolter shots, hitting on 3s. All right. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That was awful. Okay, so 4 hits. This is going to be, what's the average toughness? Is it 5, those drones? Those drones are 5?
The drones are 6 and he's 6 also.
The drones are toughness 6? Oh my god. All right, so the yellow shielded missile drones, toughness 6. Oh. So the yellow is going to be hitting wounding on a 6. These are going to be wounding on a 6 because the average armor save right now is a 6. Re-rolling on the greens and blacks.
4.
Average armor save is 4. Oh, average armor save is 4. Oh, okay, that's what I needed. The armor save. Oh, okay. Well, I still got the 6. It doesn't make a difference last time. But yeah, so 4s and 6. Re-rolling because of grav amps. Alright, so 3 AP2 shots.
So
3 4-ups.
yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. 1 drone dies. Alright, so the chaplain there, interrogated chaplain is gonna fire into that unit there. So hitting on 2s. Okay. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. So the charges, these guys are going to charge into them. So supporting fire, he's going to shoot. He's got 5 guys with marker lights that can hit. So hitting on 6s, nothing. I needed that. I needed that. And then he's got.
Let's do this one guy.
All right, 1.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Nope.
Okay.
Then we've got.
Broads. Let's do the broadside.
Do the broadsides over here.
That's 2.
There's only 2 of the broadsides that are within 6 inches.
These are the twin link high yield.
Twin link high yield missile pods. 1 hit so far. Twin linked. Oh, another 2. So that's 3 total. Strength what?
Strength 7 AP.
Strength 7 AP4. So that's looking for 2s to wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 2+ armor saves. Good. And then they have their smart missiles, right?
Yeah, okay. The smart missiles.
So now the smart missiles are going to be shooting. Hitting on 6s, twin linked. All right, so 3 hits. Strength 5. Strength 5, so looking for 4s. So 1 wound. 1 2 up. Oh, you've got to kill me. All right. And then does he want to fire his own?
I think I'm trying to see if
All right, we're gonna find out who else can shoot. All right, there's a missile drone there that's gonna fire. Strength 7, AP. Got one hit. Strength 7. Oh nope, doesn't wound. And then his stuff.
Yep. So the Iron Raker.
Iron Raker. For 6s. Oh, 2 hits. What's the strength?
Strength 7, AP4.
Strength 7, AP4. So 2s. 2 wounds. 2 ups. Good. And then the Melta.
Twin linked.
It's twin linked. Nope. So is that it? All right, that's everyone who can shoot. So we're gonna figure out the distance, and then come back to you with that roll. All right. So they need a 7-inch charge. My Warlord trait gives me +3 to my charge distance. So in reality, I need to roll a 4 or better. Can I do it? Please let me do it. Please be a one bright light in all of this crazy darkness. Yeah, they're in. All right, so they're in combat there. So the first thing we have to do is Hammer of Wrath. So we've got one Hammer of Wrath is actually going to be onto the drone there, and then 3 of them are going to be onto him. So what's their toughness? 5, all of them. So they're all 5. Their strength is base 4. So looking for 5s. I got 1 wound there on him. It's AP dash. So what's his armor save? 3 plus. So 3. Nope. So he takes a wound. All right. And then we'll come back to you with initiative 5. He also has a feel no pain. No. So he does take the wound. All right. So the chaplain is going to go first at I5. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. What's the weapon skill? Average weapon skill there? Okay. Average weapon skill is 2. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty. All hits. Strength 6, toughness 5. Looking for 3s. That's 4. AP 4.
Alright, so I got 3 up.
Yep.
4 right?
So 4. Yep. 4 3-ups. Alright, so take 1. Feel no pain. Alright, he's good. Alright. So then we'll move on to I4. Alright, so I4, his drones actually get to attack back. So hitting on 6s, so 1 hit. What's their strength, the drone strength? Strength 3, average toughness is 5. So looking for 6. Nope. Alright, so now my guys get to attack back. So the regular knights are going to have the greens, so they've got 2 base plus 1 for the charge. And then the Knight Master is going to be the blacks. He has 3 base plus 1 for the charge. So hitting on 3s. It's cocked. Rerolling because it's first round of combat with Zealot. All right. These are strength 6, so they're going to be wounding on 3s. These are Fleshbane, so they'll be wounding on 2s. 3s and 2s. Okay, pretty good. Oop, another 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And those are all AP3.
Alright.
So you can take the 2 drones, are definitely dead. And then you have 6 feel no pains.
Let's go!
6 feel no pains. Oh man, he only takes 2. So he's down to 1. So he does live, which is actually, I'll take that. That's pretty beautiful. All right, so then, yeah, so then you have your leadership minus how many?
9.
Oh, does he get to attack back too?
Oh, he gets to attack back.
He does get to attack back. All right, we'll find out his attacks and come back to you. We didn't think he was going to survive to that. All right, so now he gets to attack back with his 3 attacks. So hitting on 5s, nothing. All right, so now he's got to take his leadership, which is minus 5. 7, so he fails that. So then we have initiative test, and I catch you. I don't know if you can sweep in advance. We're gonna find out if you can sweep in advance monstrous creatures. All right, and I caught him in the sweep in advance, so his ghost heal is dead. So yeah, that's how that ends. They consolidated into that motion there. So we'll come back to you with the cards that I successfully got here on turn 2. All right, so I got, I forgot to tell you that I actually got to draw 2 cards that last turn. So this was the other card that I drew, which I didn't get. But I did get my secure objective 5. So I got 1 point. Woo! So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Tau. on turn 2. They only controlled one objective marker because he accidentally moved away from his other one, so they only drew 1 card. So they got secure objective 5. Movement phase. This guy jumped up this way. These guys all stood still. These guys moved this way. These guys tried to move this way, but one of them broke an ankle jumping over the wall there with the jetpack move, and then they failed their leadership test because they lost 33%. So they're running away off this way. So we'll see if they can regroup next turn. I guess I don't know. We'll find out. So yeah, we'll find out when they regroup again. But anyway, he can't move because he's locked in, which is still going to be brutal because he's going to be firing twice. And these guys shuffled around here so everyone can see on these guys. So they've just got to try and hold out. So yeah, that's movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, marker lights. These drones are going to fire into them. So hitting on 4s. So we got 2. So 2 marker lights onto these guys. All right, pathfinders are going to fire onto them. They used one of the marker lights there to increase their ballistic skill. So they will be hitting on 3s. Okay, well, good thing you used it. Well, I got you the 1, but that's still fine. So they still got 6, so they're gonna have 7 marker lights on them. All right, these guys are gonna fire into them, rapid firing, not using any of the marker lights. So 2 shots each. Strength 5, AP 5. So hitting on 4s, right? All right, and wounding on 5s because they got the shield wall there. So 2 wounds. 2 pluses. They're good. Now the broadsides are going to fire into them. So they use 2 marker lights, increasing their ballistic skill to 5. So these are the high yield ones. So hitting on 2s, twin linked. That was a fair number of 1s. All right, 12 hits. So strength 7, wounding on 2s. Oof. So 9 wounds, AP 4. So we got 9, 2 plus saves. 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 2 pluses. Oh. 2 go down. Oop, these are the smart missiles hitting here. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling because of twin linked. 1 miss. Strength 5. Now they're toughness 4, so wounding on 3s.
So 8.
So we've got 8 wounds. 8 AP 5. So looking for 2 pluses. Ugh. Another 2? Are you kidding me? All right, and one of the missile drones is going to fire into here, hitting on 2. Not twin linked, right?
Yeah,
not twin linked. So
Strength 7.
Oh, nothing. These marker drones are going to marker light onto these guys. So hitting on 4s. So they got 1. 1 marker light on that. All right, the strike squad there is going to fire into my guys there. They're going to use the marker light, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. Oof, wow. Good thing you used it. That was really good. So strength 5, so wounded on 4s. So 4 wounds. So 4 3-ups. Ugh, 1 dead. And the missile pod is going to fire into them. Hitting on 3, so 1. Strength 7, wounded on a 2. It's a wound. 3 plus armor save. Oh, dead. The marker lights from here are going to fire into there. So they got the drone controller, so hitting on 2s. So 3 marker lights onto these guys. All right, so he's going to fire, but he got hot on his with his Nova charge. So he didn't take a wound because he passed his armor save, but he can't fire that weapon. So he's going to use the smart missiles onto these guys. Or is he going to use any of the? He's using one of the. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right. Strength what? Strength 5, AP 5. So 3. No, the 2. Oh no. Yeah, sorry. 3. So we got 3 wounds on a 3 plus. 1 guy dies. The shielded missile drone is gonna fire into them. Hitting on 3s. So then, what's the strength?
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so AP 4. So that's a wound, 3+. Yeah. Strike squad is gonna fire into these guys, hitting on 4s. Oh. All right.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so winning on 3s. 2. 2 3+. 1 guy dead. All right. This marker light unit is gonna fire into this squad. So 2. So they got 2 marker lights on them. So he's gonna use his 2 destroyer missiles to shoot into this tank over here. He doesn't have any marker lights, so it needs 4 to hit. 1 hit. What's the strength on this thing now that it's not destroyer?
Strength D.
It's still strength D?
Oh, is it?
No.
Strength 8.
Strength 8. So looking for 5 to glance. Whoop, that fell off the table.
I'd rather go for
No. So he is going to fire onto my warlord there using the 5 marker lights. So
How many shots?
these are how many shots he gets with the cluster missiles. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. So 9 shots. So here we go. 9 shots hitting on 2s, re-rolling to 6s, I believe, right?
No, 5.
Re-rolling to 5s. Sorry.
All hit?
All hit. Strength what?
Strength 5.
Strength 5, AP 5, so wounding on 3s. So 5 wounds. He's got 5 2+.
No.
Okay, fails 1. He's got a 5-up feel no pain because of the Shroud of Heroes. Oh, dang it. So he takes another wound. He's now going to fire his smart missiles into this guy. So hitting on 4s. Twin linked. 2 hits. Strength 5.
Yep.
So wounded on 4s. Got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's dead. He's going to shoot his large blast onto the tank over here. Minus ballistic skill 3, right? 4 inches. We're going to find out if this hits. All right, it wasn't far enough to get off of him, so it's 1 clip. So it's ordnance, so it's strength 10 AP 2, so that's a pen because of that 5 over there. Result 5 AP 2, so 6 immobilized. All right, he's going to fire his second ordnance blast onto him there. See what hits. That's going to go off 2 inches, so that's still going to hit. So strength 10, looking for 3s to glance. Oh, we're inceptioned. Whoa, we're inceptioned. Oh, that's a pen. All right, +1 to the roll for AP2. 3, snap firing, but it was already, oh no, now he's snap firing. Oh gosh. All right, down to 1. He's gonna fire his smart missiles into him, hitting on 2s, because it's still the same unit there. All hits, looking for 3s. So strength 5, 3 wounds, 3 2-up saves. He's good. Now he's gonna fire his cluster rockets for the second time into him. How many shots does he get? Oh, way more. 11, 16, 19. Ugh. All right, 19. Hitting on 3, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s to 5+, right? Alrighty. Nope. And now these are wounding, strength 7?
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Alright, so we got 3, 6, 9, 10. Alright, so he's got 10 saves to make.
10 2-ups. Physically, I should get the last wound. You got this.
Here he goes, 10 2-ups. Can he make these?
Oh.
He failed 2. 3. Alright, so he failed 3. So he's got the Shroud of Heroes. Can he be a hero? Can he go down in the ledgers, in the histories, and make these 3 5+? No, he's dead. So that is Slay the Warlord. Alright, so that's it for their turn. He's doing a couple jump pack moves. These guys jumped onto objective 5, which is going to get him his objective. So, yeah, we'll come back to you with the cards drawn. Since he got his objective, and now we know it, we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels here on turn 2. Turn 3, sorry, turn 3. I drew secure objective 5 and secure objective 3. Alright, Dark Angels movement phase. Not much left. These guys stood still. He had to stand still. He shuffled a bit so he doesn't have Skyfire. and these guys chose to stay still. So that's movement phase. We'll come back to you at the shooting phase. All right, we're gonna start over here. He's going to fire onto him. He's snap firing. The black is gonna be twin linked. Hitting on 6s. Oh, I got 1 on a 6 on the twin linked. Nope. So wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 4 up. Nope. 5 up. Nope. So he's down to 1. Woo. All right, he is going to fire onto the Storm Surge. Hitting on 3s. Both hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 4 up. Yeah, 1 miss. Can he miss 5 up? No. Yeah, he goes down. Moral victory is mine. Woo! All right, so these guys are going to fire onto his commander's unit. You saying there's a chance? So hitting on 3s. Oh, one of them's precision. That's going to be onto your commander. So wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. All right, so 1 on your commander is not rending. So 1 on AP dash, basically. So he's got. Oh yeah. So but do 1 at a time because 1 is on your drone. What does he have armor save? Because it's gonna be closest. Okay, so the drone is a 4 up. So do 1 on the drone, 4 up. Nope, it is dead. And then 1 on the commander. That's a 2 up. Yeah, he's good. All right. All right. This squad here is gonna fire into his Riptide. So I've got the greens are going to be hitting on 3s, blacks are going to be hitting on 2s, the yellows are going to be hitting on 3s. Those are the those are the regular bolters. So like I said, hitting on 3s and 2s. Alrighty, none of those. All right, so there's 2 of them left, right? So the 2+ is the majority armor save. So wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Alrighty, that's pretty good. So we've got 4, 8, 9 cover saves. So 4+ cover saves.
The drone's got 4 movements.
Yeah, so 4 up. So we'll do. Well, I mean it's the same thing. So we'll just go through them all. Oh, because drones first because he doesn't have. Nope. So he's just dead. So now you have 7 4+ saves, and then feel no pains. So
4, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, so we have 7 4+. Failed 4 of them. And then 5 up, feel no pains. 3, so he's down to 1. Oh, he's down to 2. Oh, he's got 5 wounds, so he's down to 2. Alright, now this squad is going to fire into him. The Sarge is dead, so no signum, so everyone's hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of grav amps.
I only have 1 or the other first.
Re-rolling because of grav amps. Alright, so we've got 4, 5, 6. So 6 4-ups. Failed 3 of them. And then 5 up, feel no pains.
Takes 1. He's down to 1.
Wait, oh, that's a 5 under there. He's blocking his arm, so he's down to 1. How does he keep doing this? Alright, so that's the end of Dark Angel's turn 3 here. I didn't score any of my cards, so womp womp. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Tau on turn 3. Alright, he drew Secure Objective 1, Big Game Hunter, and Overwhelming Firepower. So this could be a brutal turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Tau on turn 3. Alright, movement phase. These guys regrouped. These guys stayed basically where they were. These guys moved up. Did these guys move up? These guys all stayed still. These guys moved up though. And over here, he's moving up. They all stood still. And these guys moved up to follow with him. So that's it for movement phase here for Tau on turn 3. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for Tau on turn 3. These guys are going to fire marker lights onto my scouts. Hitting on 4s, they get 1. Now these 7 are going to fire onto them. Hitting on 4s. Oh, so 5. So a total of 6. Alright, so now the broadsides are going to fire into the scouts. They're going to use all 6 marker lights. So they're going to use 2 to ignore cover, and then they're going to use the other 4 to increase the ballistic skill to 7. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling to 5s. So here we go. These are the high yields, twin links. So
that's
really complicated.
Oop, that's going to reroll to 5. Nope. That really did not want to be.
So probably just
Alright. So these are strength 7, so wounding on 2s.
Like a healthy compromise anyway to
So 9, 4, 8, 9. So we got 9, 4 plus armor saves.
I mean, like, it's 84.
It's AP4?
Yeah, like
They're AP4? Oh, dang. So they're dead. Alright, so the dude bro here is going to fire into them. So whites are the marker lights, the 3 marker lights from the drones in his squad, and then the reds are his burst cannon. They're all hitting on 2s.
like, I could be wrong.
Alright, 2 misses from his. So there's going to be 3 marker lights on them, and then 2, what is this strength? Strength 5, AP5, so 1 wound, 3 up.
Eternal Masters.
He's good. The fire team in there is going to fire onto them. They're going to use, how many of the marker lights? 2. They're going to use 2 of the marker lights. So what's up? The ballistic skill 5, so hitting on 2s. Ooh, wow, good thing he did.
I mean,
Alright, so all hits. Strength 5, wounding on 3s.
That's just what I've been hearing from standard players.
So we got 5. 5, 3 pluses. 1 dies. Alright. And then the missile turret here is going to fire onto him. Hitting on 2s, 2 hits. Strength what? Strength 7, so 2s.
so demand for
So 2 wounds. AP4. So 2, 3 pluses. He's good. Alright, those guys are going to fire onto him. They use 1 marker light, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. So 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. So we've got 3 wounds. 3 pluses. Oh, he's dead. These marker lights are going to shoot onto my tank over here. Hitting on 4s, so 3 marker lights onto him. These drones here are going to fire into these guys, marker light drones. Hitting on 4s, so they got 1 marker light onto these guys. Alright, so he overcharged again and got hot, but he made the armor save, so he's not dead, but he's going to fire his smart missile systems into these guys, hitting on 3s.
yeah, I feel like
linked.
every ability.
So that's all hits. What's the strength again? 5. So wounding on 3s.
Like really werewolf.
So 1 3 plus.
Seemed like
Yeah. So that is the end of the Tau turn here on turn 3. So let's see what cards he got. So we got secure objective 1 and overwhelming firepower, but he didn't get the D3 because he didn't kill 3 units. So yeah, that's what he got there. All right, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels on turn 4. Dark Angels, we drew Blood and Guts. Mwah, mwah. All right, movement phase. He can't move, but he just kind of shifted his cannons over this way. He shifted around so he doesn't have Skyfire, and these guys moved up this way. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he's going to fire onto the Riptide. So the black's going to be the twin linked. They're firing at full ballistic skill, but only 2 guns can get it since he can't pivot since he's immobilized. So hitting on 3s, both hits. Wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, 2 4-ups. Oh, 5 must be no pain. You gotta be kidding me! All right, he's gonna fire onto this squad because I didn't turn him enough to look at him because I thought he'd be dead. So shooting onto them, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, AP2. So I think they're just shield drone first, so 4 up. Nope, and then so just killed 2. All right, and yep, that happened. All right, 2 bolter guys are gonna fire into the commander squad over here, hitting on 3s, 2 hits. What's the average toughness there?
4.
Average toughness is 4, so wounding on 4s. Oh, nothing. Mwah, mwah. So that's it for shooting phase, and I'm not going to be charging anybody. So, and I did not get any of my cards. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for Tau on turn 4. All right, so he still has Big Game Hunter. Then he got 2 objective 6s and 1 objective 2. And everybody's closing in. So movement phase for Tau. These guys all moved up this way. They moved up. They moved up. They moved up. They moved up. They all kind of stood still because they were kind of up. He moved up. They moved up. Oh, where's this Riptide? He blew himself up! Ah, yeah! Something actually went well for the Dark Angels. A little too late, but I'll take it. Moral victory, right? 2 moral victories. I'll take those. And that's it for movement phase for Tau here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so he's going to fire into this squad. So the whites are the burst cannons. Reds are the marker lights. Hitting on 2s. So he's got 2 marker lights and 1 hit with the burst cannon. Burst cannon wounds on a... That's a wound. 3+. No, 1 guy dead. Alright, this drone unit's gonna fire marker lights into them. Hitting on 4s. Nothing. Oh man, if you had just used 1, you would have had 2. Oh well. Alright, these guys are gonna rapid fire into them. They're using 1 of the marker lights, so they'll be hitting on 3s. Alright, got you 2 more hits. Then wounding on 3s. Alright, so 3 wounds. So we've got 3 wounds, 3 3-ups. Oh, 1 more dead. And now these 10 are going to fire into these guys. They're going to use the last marker light, so... And the turrets at the same time, so the whites are going to be the turret. So all hitting on 3s because he's the 1 marker light. Alright. Strength 5, right?
The big one's strength 5, this one's strength 7.
Okay, so the white's going to be wounding on 2, the others are wounding on 3s.
Wow.
Alright, so 3 wounds. I mean, that's all it takes. 3 3-ups. Oh, no, they make it. Woo! Alright, so the rest of his turn is going to be running and jetpack moves, which are boring to watch, so I'm not going to put them on film. So that's going to be the end of their turn here. So we'll come back to you with the cards that they got on their turn. Alright, so he wasn't actually able to get any of his objectives, so we'll come back to you with...
Let's get rid of this one.
He's going to get rid of that one. Alright, so we'll come back to you with Dark Angel's cards drawn on turn 5. I drew Secure Objective 2. Alright. Alright, so movement phase. He just moved his turrets to look on him. He shuffled around to lose Skyfire, and they stood still. So that's it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with shooting phase. Alright, he's going to fire into them. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Oh, wounding on 2. That's a wound. Is he in it? AP2. So I think he's just dead. That front drone?
Yes.
Yeah. Front drone is dead. Alright. Alright, so these guys are going to fire into them. I'm going to give the signum to one of them, so the black's going to be hitting on 2s, green's hitting on 3s. He said he's going to jink his drone. So hitting on 3s and 2s. Ugh, not great. Alright, now the average armor save there is a 2+. So wounding on 2s, rerolling because of grav amps. Rerolling because of grav amps. Alrighty, so we've got 6.
Alright, so we'll do lookout sir first.
Alright, so he's going to look out sir one at a time. So that's lookout sir successful. And then he's doing jinking 4+. Nope, so the drone is dead. So now you have 5. He doesn't have any invul saves?
He has no invul saves.
Oh, he's got no invul saves, so 5 feel no pains. How many wounds does he have? Alright, he's just checking right now. He's looking it up. Oh man, here we go.
4.
He's got 4, so 5+ is... No, he's dead!
Yeah!
Slay the warlord! Woo! Moral victory! Alright, the tank here is going to fire into this squad here. Black's going to be the twin linked, hitting on 3s. Both hits, wounded on 2s. Oh, 1. What's his,
I only get these
Stealth and Shrouded, so that's going to be 6, 5, 4+. And he's going to go to ground, so 3+. Yeah, he's got it. Alright, and that's actually going to be the end of the Dark Angel's turn. So I got Secure Objective 2, so gives me 1 more point. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Tau on turn 5. Alright, so he drew Secure Objective 4 and no prisoners. He's still got Big Game Hunter and 2 Secure Objective 6s. So I'm pretty sure he can actually get a bunch of these this turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Tau here on turn 5. Movement phase for Tau. These guys all stood still. They stood still. They moved up a bit, or no, they stood still, they stood still. These guys moved up. These guys moved up, these guys moved up, these guys moved up, these guys stood up, and that's it. So, I mean, that's all that's left too for him. He doesn't have a whole lot left either. I started wheeling him away once he basically annihilated me, which is rather ironic. So, yeah, that's moving phase on turn 5 here for Tau, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase on turn 5. Alright, both these squads of Markalite drones are going to fire onto him. So, hitting on 4s, got 2. Alright. Alright, they are going to fire their high yield missile pods into him. They're going to use both the marker lights to increase their ballistic skill to a 3 because they moved, so they're heavy weapons, so they're going to be snatch firing. So hitting on 4s, twin linked. Well, I mean, you say that. So hitting on 4s. Alright. I'll take that. So 5 hits, strength 7. Looking for 5s to glance. Got 1. Oh, that's all it takes. That's all it took. Oh. Yeah, so it is dead. Alright, this drone squad is going to fire their marker lights into that squad there. Hitting on 4s, so they get 1. Alright, this unit is going to use the marker light on them and fire into them. So we've got 10 shots. Hitting on 3s.
And then the missile pod will shoot.
Oh, and the missile pod's going to hit at the same time. And that's the white one. So hitting on 3s. Alright. Alright, wounding on 2s and 3s. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 plus.
What? How do you roll?
6, 7, 8.
Teach me your ways.
3 ups. 1, 2, 2 dead. So there's 1 guy still alive. Woo! Alright, he is going to be rapid firing. They're going to be rapid firing to the last man here. Hitting on 4s. Alright.
5.
Wounding on 3s. So 3 wounds. 3 pluses. Can he make them? Heart of a Lion! Woo! Alright, so that's it for the shooting phase there. And he's just going to do some runs and some jump pack moves at this point. So let's see if the game ends. It does. So that is a victory for the Tau. Super bloody. The only thing I've got left is 1 Mortis Pattern Dreadnought and 1 Grav Cannon guy with the Heart of a Lion down there. So that's yeah, that's how it ends here. Another victory for the Tau. Those endless foes that just keep coming out for the greater good. The greater good. All the missiles. All the missiles. Fires the missiles. Fires the missiles. So that's how this game ends. It's a pretty one-sided victory there for the Tau at the end. But I had a couple of moral victories. Got to slay the Warlord. He blew up his Riptide, and I did kill off his Storm Surge. So that's the end of the game. So yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed it. I've been Phil the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Milo. Share, like, and subscribe the video. And until next time, have fun.